Hello everyone, my name is Will and I am going to teach you some music tips. Today I'm going to talk to you about five things you can do to expand your vocal range. A lot of people want to sound really awesome and they want to be able to sing down in the basement and then up in the rafters, but they can't do it because they don't know how. Well, here's a couple things, five things actually, that'll help you do what you need to do. The first thing, have you been working on your breathing? No, you haven't. How do I know? Because your range is about this big, and it should be this big. Honestly, most adults have a range between 2.5 to 3 octaves. It depends on how much work you've been doing and how well you know your voice. The first thing you need to do, as I said, is work on breathing. Why? Well, air is what makes everything work. So, this goes way back to one of the first videos I made when I first was making music tip videos. What you need to do, you need to work on breathing. So I would breathe in for 4 beats, breathe out for 4, then in for 4, out for 8, in for 4, out for 12, in for 4, out for 16. Do that every day. If you're going too fast of a tempo and it's getting too easy, slow your tempo down. So that means your 4, instead of your 4 being 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's too easy, then go 1, 2, 3, 4. By slowing it down, you're forcing yourself to distribute your air more evenly. Now, why does this help your range? Simple. When you're breathing out, by the way, you're not supposed to puff your cheeks, but I want to make sure you can see it if you can't hear it. Anyways, if you are actually using your air properly and actually spreading out the air, you're going to be able to access notes a little higher than you're used to. You also may be able to access some notes a little lower than you're used to just because your air distribution is better. Fantastic. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, have you been using your mix? There's a part in everyone's voice where their chest voice and their head voice mix together. A lot of times this tends to be your power range, but a lot of people don't know how to access it. By accessing it, you have a smooth transition from chest voice to head voice, which in turn allows you to increase your range because you're not doing as much work to get that middle area. So what I'm talking about is that area where you're like la 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 la, where you have to like switch. What you want to do is when you're in your actual chest voice, you want to go ahead and push up a little bit on the Plasagio, which is that soft palate in the back of your throat, you know that thing? You want to push it up and you want to make sure that the air is almost in your nose, but not exactly. So the reason why we don't want it nasally, so we want it up there though, resonating. And then you're just going to sing. So I'm a tenor, I can kind of sing high. That's what it means. So for me to get into my mix, la 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 la, it takes a lot for me to get into my mix actually, but I can do that because I've been working on it for a very long time. So again, we're looking at that area where you can sing it in chest voice, you can also sing it in falsetto, taking it and fusing it together. That will help you increase your actual range. Number 3, let's talk about that lovely throat and jaw situation. Did you know that a lot of people have a hard time actually hitting the high notes because their entire support system is incorrect? What I'm saying is you don't have your jaw dropped, you don't have the back of your throat open, and you're not pushing from the diaphragm. So instead of getting that sound you're going for, you get this which is like this choked, like, oh, what's going on? Well, here's what's going on. Flat out, if you're not using your diaphragm, you're using your throat to support it. If you're using your throat to support it, you get this vein thing going on. See that? That looks really kind of intimidating. We don't want that. It's putting pressure on your vocal cords, and it's stopping you from getting the sound you want. So you need to push down on that diaphragm area to go ahead and get that clear sound. Number 2, you got to open up your mouth. Now, believe it or not, the jaw open thing, not that big a deal. The reason why we do it is because we want to train the back of our throat to open. So open your mouth, get the air out, give yourself space to hit the high note, and you will. All right. Number 4. Okay. Have you been doing any kind of drills to help you get to a higher range? Well, this is really, really easy. So scales. Go back through my videos. I have an entire video on scales. Scales! you can use these to help increase your range. La 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 la. What we're doing is we're going up by steps, up an octave and back down again. The reason this works to help you increase your range is because we're going by steps. We're not pushing and pushing and pushing. We're only going do 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 do. So make sure you're doing stuff, the drills you need to do to excuse me, words, huh? To stretch out your range. Other things you can do. I love this drill. I call it the rubber band drill. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but whatever. Just think of you're holding this rubber band and you're gonna stretch it out and bring it back in. What's going on is we're going through the vocal cord all the way through its range and coming back down again. It's very easy on your vocal cords, actually. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't cause any problems, but it does increase your range because you're using all of it. Another thing you can do is triads. It's harder than scales, but it has the same concept. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So those are 3 things that you can do. Those are drills. That's our 4th point. You got to do drills to get that vocal range up. And the 5th one, believe it or not, we're not going to talk about up here. We're going to talk about down here. Yeah, that's right. Let's increase your low range. This is really simple. We've been talking about pushing, pushing, supporting to pushing. Well, your low notes happen. What the heck does that mean? Well, basically, when you're singing low notes, you need to not push. If you push, you get a gargle sound, and you also cut your range off. So once you get into the lower register of your voice, you just need to relax. Let's see. La, 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 la. No, I'm a tenor. That's kind of low. In general, what I'm doing is you're going to notice, this is not open very much. I'm not pushing very hard. If I were to stand up, no, I can't see. I'm not pushing here. It's not an ab workout. No, I'm not going to push a lot there. I'm still supporting the sound. It's not like I'm putting it here where I'd be like, because then the sound wouldn't come out. But what I'm doing is I'm just letting the air flow naturally. This does cause one problem, that would be that you don't have a lot of dynamic contrast in that particular area if you're not a bass or, for ladies, an alto, but you will hit it. So those are 5 ways to increase your vocal range. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned. On Thursday, I'm going to be talking to you about a fantastic project I'm working on for the summer, and then I will see you next week for music tips. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. You guys have a great day. Bye!